NIKOLA Jokic is widely considered the best player on the planet right now. He's been at the very top of the MVP race for 5 years in a row, winning 3 of them, and was the clear runner-up in the other 2. The Nuggets have finally put together the best roster Joker's ever had around him, so you should expect them to be a top contender in the West, and if Jokic can lead them to a second ring, he very well may crack top 10 to 15 all time, and he's still right in the middle of his prime. So with the NBA season kicking off this week, I wanted to take a stab at a Jokic build. We're a big bully down in the paint that's going to require multiple defenders to stop, but the problem is that leaves our teammates open, and Joker's greatest gift is his supreme passing ability, so we're distributing the rock and getting everyone involved with ease. We can consistently spot up from behind the arc, and of course get fancy with all of Jokic's one-leg animations, but we can also snag boards with the potential for a 99 defensive rebound, so you'll be able to rack triple doubles in your sleep. He's the ultimate post playmaker, and I'm about to show you how to recreate NIKOLA Jokic in NBA 2K26. Let's check it out. All right, so we're going 7 foot tall, 253 with a 7'2 wingspan, and this is going to give us a good balance of high level shooting while still being able to get that 99 D board as I mentioned in the intro. I'll go more in depth about future Capbreakers and the game plan towards the end, but I can't talk about this build without pointing out the obvious. Y'all know I'm always going to try to find those Capbreaker hacks, and I think we got the best value here for a 7-footer by targeting the physicals. So by dropping down to a 44 speed and 39 agility, we get huge jumps and we're able to max both of them out with 7 Capbreakers. Finding this was a major W because these physicals are a necessity, but they can be really expensive in the builder. So this is going to open up a ton of attributes to spread around the rest of the build, and I'll just start by pointing out the 3 major categories that all get 94s. That's the close shot, pass hack, and rebounding. All areas that Jokic excels, and this means that we have the potential to go for a 99 in any of these stats, or theoretically with enough Capbreakers, 99 for all of them. We also have a 90 strength, so we can bully almost any matchup, and that pairs with a 94 close shot and 87 post control perfectly. Jokic is the current heavyweight champion of the league, and what makes him so unique is that he combines his size with finesse. 7 foot is the tallest height that gets to keep Hook Specialist as a tier 2 badge, so we're taking advantage of that with a max +2 and bringing that to legend. I'm also using my tier 1 max +1 to get legend post powerhouse, and these 2 badges are peanut butter and jelly for Jokic's playstyle when it comes to scoring in the paint. Of course, we're using all of Jokic's animations, and his hook shot is signature, but it can be tricky to time. I look for when he picks up his back leg, and that's when I let go of the stick. His post fade is a nice switch up if you want to create a little more space. It's the same footwork as the hooks, except Joker's going away from the basket instead of towards it. You'll notice I got legend post fade phenom as well, so post hops are a consistent option to throw in the mix. Let me remind you that we got 94 close shot, 90 strength, and I'm using my takeover to get 90 plus mid-range and post control, so all these stats on a 7-footer with legend post badges makes us a major threat with our back to the basket, and we can easily move defenders to get to our spots because Joker is a big bully. I'll come back to the rest of the finishing, but the 94 pass hack is what makes us a true Jokic build. For now, I put 1 Capbreaker to get Hall of Fame Visionary, so we can max +2 that to Legend if we want, and Dimer is definitely going to be my tier 2 max +1, so that's another Legend badge. The playmaking on this build is the perfect complement to the fact that we demand so much attention in the post. And that's why I wanted to start with highlighting our ability to score, because that's exactly why Jokic is so difficult to stop. They have to send help, and he's able to punish the defense with pinpoint accuracy. Even if they don't send help, a lot of the times they're just ball watching, and Jokic can instantly dot the corner. All he needs is for them to shift their weight just a little bit. Here we're down by 2 at the end of the 4th, 8 seconds left on the shot clock, the ball finds Jokic, and all eyes are on him, but he makes a right read to LeBron on the wing, and that's game. I love blending these overhead passes out of the post fade or hook. That's classic Jokic, and the Dishmaster takeover amplifies your teammate's green window, so this is basically a 3-point layup. If you got a buddy running deep bomber, even better. Austin Reeves wasn't even in frame here, but sinks it from 35 feet out. Stacking these 2 takeovers will give the shooter a massive green window, and of course that other Laker guard can splash from way downtown too. That 95 pass hack is definitely valid, and I'm glad that they made this rating actually make a difference this year. I usually run low pass hack, and you can get by, but having it up in the 90s is going to help you be the primary facilitator that forces the defense to react to you instead of the other way around. We got deep heaves as well, even on an inbounds pass, and that Hall of Fame break starter is going to help your team get easy points and get you closer to that triple-double. Now we're going to bounce around a bit here because I want to start with the major categories, and the defensive glass has to be one of them. For now, I got 2 Capbreakers here to get Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, but I will hit 99 once I'm starter 5, and that's going to get us Legend Rebound badges. As I was saying, Hall of Fame break starter gets your team easy buckets, but you gotta secure the rebound first, and 96 is a great spot. I got 80 O board and we're snagging those two, so we can kick it back to our teammates for another chance. A lot of bigs go for the 99 offensive rebound, but I think it just comes down to playstyle and preference. We don't have a long wingspan on this build, the vert's decent, and if I'm matched up against another 99 O board center, I need the ratings to combat that, but as you're seeing here, we are still feasting with the 80 offensive board on this end. And before we get to the rest of the build, I think this is a fitting spot to reveal the shades and name. We got Big Yoke in there, and we're a triple-double threat. Sounds about right. We just covered how we're elite in all of those three areas, and that's why Jokic is able to stuff the stat sheet like he does. And this is where I want to talk about the build specialization, because if you copy what I got here, you should be very careful about what you pick. I wouldn't go rebounding because we're already planning on getting that to a 99 for these two badges to become legend, and if you do that, you won't have anywhere to put your specialization max plus 1 and 2. You might think to go playmaking because it's Jokic, but again, we are shooting for a 99 pass ac eventually, so I'm not sure I'd do that either. That leaves us with shooting and finishing, and you can go either way. The nice thing is that Post Fade Phenom is in both categories. That's where I decided to use my max plus 2, and you can get it from either specialization. I talked about Post Powerhouse as well, but I'm using my Season Pass plus 2 on that, and I'm just going to stick with the shooting specialization because I don't want to do those quests all over again. I already grinded shooting, and that took forever, plus I'll never complain about having a little extra help there. We did hit a great spot at 89 midi for gold set shot, so I'm going to plus 1 that to Hall of Fame, and we got the 83 3-point to go with it, so we're money from downtown on spot ups. Like last year, we got that Jokic jump shot down, and we can even hit a no dip at the end of the fourth to take the lead. Once again, late in the fourth, the Dirk post hop fake is a classic, and we can calmly put the game away. Jokic has range in real life, and that bronze limitless is going to help us spot up from deep. But we can also create our own shots with Jokic's hop jumper and his go-to shot. I put my mid-range on my takeover so that can get up to a 96 at level 5, and at 7 foot tall, we can cash anything inside the arc. Another look I like is the go-to cancel, and then Jokic's pull-up going right is automatic. Now I said I'd get to the rest of the build, and I'll start by going back to the finishing, where that high close shot can get us Hall of Fame float game, and Jokic has a lot of great animations here. I don't have it unlocked yet for Season 2, but once I get another Tier 2 max plus 1, I will throw it on floats for yet another legend badge on this loaded build. 80 driving lay is enough for all of Jokic's animations, but we get great value here on Capbreakers as well, with only 3 taking us up to a 90 for gold physical finisher. From what I hear, this is a great badge to have on a 7-footer, and I'm excited to grab that eventually. 62 dunk is tied to our vert, which is at a 77 for gold pogo, and the 81 standing dunk gets a silver rise up. Jokic is rarely getting this high up in real life, but as a center in this game, you gotta at least have the ability to finish the easy ones, and 81 standing dunk is enough to get these putbacks, so I'm happy with that. It's not the 95 standing dunk we had last year, but the higher close shot can help make up for that, and it's closer to Jokic's real life playstyle. Now he isn't an elite rim protector, but we're solid enough here with that 84 block and 74 interior D for silver badges. And shout out to Joey2K, who mentioned that he notices a big difference between silver and gold paint controller, and he's one of the best bigs in the game, so I'm taking his word for it. I threw my crew max plus 1 there, and I'm chilling on paint defense. I'm even getting some snatch blocks, which you'll never see Jokic do, but we got that over here. We're not Victor Wembanyama, but we can stop him if we time it well. You might even surprise yourself with a chase down every now and then. I'm happy with how these ratings play, especially with a little extra help from that gold paint patroller. Now onto the steal, we get a 60 for bronze interceptor. That's almost the most you get for this height and wingspan, and it's nice to have. Again, Jokic isn't really a disruptor on this end, but I wouldn't consider this build a cone either. We maxed the speed and agility, got enough steal to play these lanes, and that 84 block takes care of the rest. So this is where I'm currently sitting with the build at 10 Capbreakers. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Did we do the Joker right? This is as close to an effective 2K26 version that I can come up with, but let me know if y'all would do anything different. Remember, those Capbreakers are tricky, and I had to sit through this annoying cutscene too many times until I found the sweet spot for that best value, and I'll walk you through my game plan here. First 7 gets us max speed and agility, as I said, 2 on D board for Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, and 1 on pass for Hall of Fame Visionary. Once I hit starter 5, I'll grab that 99 rebound for legend badges there, plus 1 to my strength with my Season 2 Capbreaker, then I'll probably go for the 90 lay when I hit Vet 2, and just throw each season Capbreaker throughout the year on pass until I hit a 99 on that. Some bonus options to consider down at the bottom are 1 Capbreaker on perimeter D gets us to a 62 for bronze immovable, which will help our paint defense. And if you really want to feel like a true Jokic build, you could get his dribble style with 1 cap on speed with ball, but I'm running Sabonis and I have no complaints with that at 40 speed with ball. Normal dribble style is always an option there too. Lastly, you can also consider close shot. 2 Capbreakers there can get you to a 96 for Hall of Fame Paint Prodigy, or if you want to go all the way to a 99, the option's there. Up to you where you want to spread these Capbreakers, but this is the order I'll be doing it myself. Now onto the badge perks. I don't have all of these unlocked yet for Season 2, but once I hit level 40, this is my plan. I listed the specialization and crew plus ones at the top because you will be able to keep those permanently regardless of season level, but as we climb up towards level 40, I mean, look at all those legend badges we're getting. This Jokic build is going to be a monster, and it's optimized to level up with all these Capbreakers and badge perks. That's 7 legend badges if you're counting, and you can add 2 more once we hit starter 5 because we will be getting that 99 rebound. So pretty soon, I will be rocking 9 legend badges on the Jokic build. Drop a comment if you want me to post some gameplay once we get there. But that's going to be a wrap for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to drop a like and subscribe to support the channel. I'll drop the animations here at the end, and I'll throw any extra clips that didn't make the cut. Catch you on the next one. Peace. Great pass. Dude. Shit.